In case you didn't know, title insurance is a very important part of a real estate transaction. But what is it? Hi everybody, I'm Diana Harvey, and in case you didn't know, is my mortgage show. And I'm here today with George Klimis with True Blue Title. Hi George.
Hi Diana, thank you for having me.
So George, tell us just a little bit about True Blue Title.
True Blue Title, we're located in Largo, Florida. We have other satellite offices throughout Pinellas County and even up to Pasco. And our focus is to help build business with our realtors and our partners and to give the ultimate customer experience to yours, an impactful closing so that they come back and say, thank you, Diana. Great recommendation. Awesome,
George. Thank you. So the million-dollar question is, what is title insurance?
Yes, great question. It's the most unique insurance that we know of because it's different from every other insurance. When we get homeowner insurance, when we get car insurance, we are protecting ourselves for future events. Title is the exact reverse. We are going back to look at the title history. We're looking to see what, has it been properly documented? Are there any possible claims that could be made in the past, liens, etc. The seller of the home is typically buying the title insurance to give the seller to be assured that they're buying a house where in 5 years they're not going to have some heir knocking on the door and saying, hey, my grandma said this is my house. It's mine. Here's a piece of paper. So, that's far-fetched, rarely happens. That's the good news. Title insurance is extremely affordable for protecting your asset, and it gives you peace of mind.
So basically, it's something that the seller normally, at least in our area, the seller normally pays for the title insurance, and that's protecting the buyer, that they are, in essence, getting clear title to the property.
Thank you. That's the best way to put it. Clear title. That's the proper word. Yes, thank you. And yes, it does vary from geographical area or market to market. Mm-hmm. Our market is traditionally seller pays. Mm-hmm. But of course, a lot of buyer's agents in the last year and a half have really gotten clever, and in their offers, they're being more competitive by saying, we'll pay the closing cost.
Yes.
And so, because at the end of the day, right, it's in their best interest. They want the clear title, so it works out well.
So now, the other thing involved with title insurance, though, and I know this being a lender, is a lender's policy.
Yes.
We require that the buyer have a lender's policy of title insurance.
Absolutely. Lenders like VanDyk, one of the best lenders in Tampa Bay, they can't grow their business by being exposed. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're lending 80%, 90% value on homes. This is a big investment for them, as it is for you and myself as homeowners. Mm-hmm. Lender's title insurance is going to be required by every lender out there. Mm-hmm. They're investing, as you are, into an asset. And they typically have a very high ratio, debt to ratio on the homes. They're usually at 80%, 70%. So the lender, if you are having a mortgage, is going to require that they, like you, as the new homeowner, are protected on the policy for the home. Mm-hmm. They are protected as the lender.
So the owners or the seller provides an owner's policy that protects the new buyer, and the lender's policy protects me, the lender.
That's
so that
correct.
If any clouds come up, we're protected. Everybody in the transaction's protected.
That's what this is all about.
Got it. So give us an example of when something hasn't gone right where title insurance was very important.
Great question again. And this is actually, to be honest, the most important role we feel about when we're doing title, because insurance is insurance in the sense that there's an underwriter, they're making decisions. It's there's guidelines, things fit into boxes, things fit into circles. That's the easy part. The hard part is like our licensed title agent, Amanda Tyler, phenomenal. She's a detective. Okay, so this is where things really, the rubber hits the road. I've seen her correct property descriptions. On deeds.
Oh, yeah.
That attorneys, so it's as simple as that. But fraud is where we really have to have our eyes out. For example, fairly recently, we had a woman who's a wife purchasing a home. We obviously need to have the husband to sign off on those things. But the husband was missing in action. He was nowhere to be found.
problem.
Right. Once the seller realized that the husband had to be in the picture, he showed up. He showed up.
Ta-da!
He showed up, and the paperwork came back, and of course, Amanda was already on alert, and so very quickly she realized this is fraud, and she did the appropriate channel. She didn't declare fraud; it was evidence of fraud, I should say, and the seller was unable to provide proper documentation to show, and so we saved a bad scenario from an unsuspecting customer that would have fallen into that trap.
So in that situation, had Amanda not done her job, what would have happened is someone would have signed off on it. Then suddenly the real husband would have shown up and said, "Hey, wait a minute! I actually have an interest in this property."
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that gives us a better view on what title insurance is and why it's so important.
There's a lot more examples than that, but yes, we are very important.
Thank you, George, for coming in and helping us dive into this topic of title insurance and why it's needed.
Thank you, and thank you for being so important to get those loans to the table, right? Get those deals to the table.
Together we get it done.
That's right. Thank you.
Yes. So thank you all for watching. If you have anything that you would like to have us discuss as far as a topic, or if you'd like to be interviewed, please reach out to me. And by the way, if you would like more information on George and Clear Blue Title, please click on the Spotlight video. Thanks for watching.